This is Desmond Booker, Christian dating and relationship coach, and your favorite success coach as well. I want to talk about being busy is a trap, but being organized is the threat. That's right. When you're busy, that's a trap. But when you are organized, that's the true threat. Because so many times you are busy doing this, doing that, but are you productive? No, we want to become organized, and we're going to talk about being busy to be what? To being organized in order to see the success that you're desiring to see. So you don't have to be a CEO to feel the weight of 1,000 tabs open in your brain. Whether you are leading a boardroom or leading a legacy, whether um, it's all about your internal system. It's all about the way that you're thinking, feeling, and acting. And how can you think, feel, and act a certain way if you are what? If you're busy with all these things that's going on in your mind, all these things that you're having to do to help other people. This is what we call messy success. Messy success is a good thing because you're moving towards things in an organized way. Even though it's a mess, it is what it leads to success. And that's what we're wanting. And that's what we're talking about today. For the high achieving woman, busy is a trap if you're constantly reacting to life instead of building it. If you're wanting to go to the next level, and that's what we're doing, what we're going to the next level of success, next level in your business, taking next level at your job, next level from this house to that, whatever your next level is, we're going to be able to reach the next level. Because why? Because you're going to be focused on what? On being organized. That's why we were talking about last week about the habits, having the right habits. Again, because we're automating the right habits, not even having to think about, am I doing the right thing? I'm already automating my habits. This leads to what? This leads to me now being organized with my life, having this in order, this in order, and this in order. And it's time for us to what? To begin to see the success that we're wanting to see success. But really, honestly, how can we see the success if we're not organized? Beginning to organize your life. Do you have a calendar? What does that calendar look like? These are the type of questions that you need to be asking. I was sharing with a young lady even today is that you need a calendar. You're needing some boundaries. And the more you have this calendar and things that are set on your calendar, and you're going by your calendar and you're going by your boundaries, what's going to begin to happen is that you're going to see all this stuff, that this anxiety leave you. You're not going to be anxious anymore. Because why? Because you're going to be organized. Busyness is chaotic, but being organized, that's going to be what? That's going to alleviate the confusion. So what we're going to begin to do is we're going to begin to audit the noise. Okay, we're going to begin to really begin to look at what is noise and what really needs to be done. Because a lot of this noise, a lot of these things that we need, so we're going to need to begin to audit. We're going to begin to look at what is going to be the priority versus what is going to be just noise. Certain things in our lives is just loud, just pure loudness. But what really truly is the priority? I want you to really begin to today, right now, as you're listening to this, take a moment after this and begin to write down what is really the priority in my life and what is just noise, what is just that loud noise. Okay, that's the first thing. I want you to begin to audit your schedule, audit your life, begin to prioritize what really is needing your attention, what is not. Then we're going to begin to automate, we're going to delegate, and then we're going to eliminate, right? We're going to automate some things that need to be automated. We're going to delegate some things, and then we're going to also begin to eliminate. That's a part of the auditing system, right? We're going to begin to audit, and so that we can begin to see what's priority, even in your day, as you're starting your day. And even starting your day, let's just talking about that. What's number one? What's the first thing that's on your quote unquote to-do list? You should have three top priorities. Every successful person has this. High achieving women have to become organized, because as you're climbing success and becoming more successful, the more noise you're going to have to ignore, and the more things that you're going to have to prioritize. And some things just need to be eliminated. Some things you need to be handing off to somebody where you can delegate, and some things you need to be automating. And that's what we were talking about last week, automating those habits so that the habits will begin to create the success on automation. Okay. Also, I want you to begin to protect the asset. Protect the asset. Who's the asset? You are. This is what I'm saying. You have to see yourself as the number one priority. If you don't see yourself as number one priority, then who else will? Because so many times other people will say that you're valuable to you, but then they don't listen to your standards. They run over your boundaries, right? They don't think about you only when they need something. No, you have to begin to. I'm the asset. I'm prioritizing myself, right? This is why I was saying, looking at your calendar, beginning to prioritize, beginning to say that you're one, and especially with you doing all this running around. What about your health? And it's so sad because I see so many successful, high achieving queens achieving things. She's the prayer warrior. She's doing all these things for everybody, but at the same time, her health is failing. She doesn't have time to even drink water for herself, forgets to drink water, to stay hydrated. When's the last time you ate? Haven't ate. You have to, as a high achieving queen, you have to take care of yourself. You are the priority. Okay. And then also beginning to build, begin to build this framework where you can begin to build around it, where you can stop relying on just being mentally tough, right? You're just being mentally tough. You're gonna want to build around that, and allow yourself to more or less go with the flow. I have this going on in my life, and I'm automating, I'm delegating, and I am, and then I'm eliminating. As I'm beginning to do this, watch your success go to the next level. This is really for the queen who is wanting to see more success. And this is the queen who wants to see any type of success in any area of your life. See, more can't flow in until what? Until there is peace. But how can you have peace if there's no order, right? Confusion is not going to flow into your life. Think about it. I want you to think about this. One area of your life is peaceful. One area of your life is peaceful, but the other areas are chaotic. Do you not know that you don't realize the peaceful part of your life because of all the other noise that's going on? So again, what I want you to begin to do is I want you to begin to think about and look at your calendar. Okay, you and your calendar are the priority, and begin to schedule it, delegate, automate, and then I want you to begin to eliminate some things as you're looking at your calendar. Prioritizing yourself, looking at yourself, taking care of yourself, making sure that you're taking breaks, making sure that you're mentally sound, physically sound, emotionally sound. Okay, this is very important because why? Because we want to be organized. Busyness is just noise. But what we're going to begin to do? What we're going to begin to organize, and that's the threat. And so you can say busyness is toxic. All right, this is very good. And so lastly, I want to share with you is that as you begin to do these things, you're going to begin to find yourself reaching the success that you're truly wanting, the relationship. You know, this man, and we talked about that on the dating side, right? And we were talking about how last week, how even him can't come into your life because why? Because you're so busy, because you don't even have time to schedule him in, right? He wants to take you out, but you're like looking at your schedule, like, when are you going to be able to come into my life? All of this prioritizing the certain things. You're wanting certain things to come into your life. You're wanting peace to come into your life. It all starts with organizations. And as you change your organization, watch, everything begins to flow in your life. I think that's all that I wrote down and that I wanted to share with you today, because I want you to really begin to get this and understand that as you begin to do all these things, you're going to begin to see this flow in your life. I want you to type this. This is my winning season. Type that below. This is my winning season. I'm getting ready to win. And I'm winning not because I'm busy, but I'm winning because I'm organized. I'm successful not because I'm busy, but I'm successful because I'm organized. I'm taking time out from the moment that I wake up to the moment that I lay my head down. All of this is going to be some organized, and things are just going to begin to flow, and the weight is going to be off of you. All right? And I want you to think about this. If you're tired of feeling like you're winning in public but drowning in private, it's time to build a better what? A better you. We got to build a better system. All right? And so I want to take the moment to say that I'm opening up some free spots because so many of you are desiring and talking about wanting and desiring to go from single to successfully dating, wanting to take your income to the next level, wanting to step into that home, buy that car, whatever it is. And so I wanna really take some time off, and I've opened some spots and I'm making available to you that if you're desiring and really ready to do the work, let's just sit down and begin to look at your schedule, and then so that we can begin to prioritize your schedule and begin to fit in the things that need to be fit in, and begin to eliminate, begin to automate, and begin to elevate as we do that. So you can click the link in my bio if you're here, or click the link down below, or you can comment below. I'm free. Okay, I'm free, because you can schedule me in and we'll get back with you. This has been a great video. Hopefully you've taken something away from this. You got to slow down in order to speed up. Okay, busyness is toxic, but what we're going to do is we're going to the next level, and we're going to take organization as the threat. All right, remember, queens don't settle. And I want to thank you for those that are subscribing to this YouTube channel. Thank you for liking this video and for sharing it on Instagram. Thank you for also subscribing to this channel. And thank you, new members, and all the queens in our Single to Successfully Dating membership, as well as our Single to Successfully Dating Facebook group. Have a great day. Remember, queens don't settle.